here, 3v3 Estia Province, blue team. We've got Commissar lag as a Lord Commissar fights in melee combat, strong offense and support, and begins with a refractor field. You have a pink guardsman squad, because that's how Commissar lag rolls. Alongside it's Nurland as a Farseer support commander that fights in melee combat, lots of great buffs with some debuffs and control abilities too. Rounding off the blue team, it's BbBoS as a Warboss, a melee commander that walks through objects and very good offense, disruption and support from the front lines. This is a very angry Warboss right here. Red team, BigMike 9380X is a plague champion, starts off range combat damage, overtime bolter, can get melee weapons, some decent utility and support, build turrets and repair, but is very slow. This is the Death Guard elite scheme. Alongside Psychonaut is a force commander, very good offense, fights in melee combat, can also tank, disrupt and support with buffs, but mainly wants to smack your head off for the Emperor. This is some Blood Ravens going on, and rounding off the teams, it's Adila as a Warlock, a melee commander that can leap into combat, some awesome disruption and support, and some powerful offense options too. This is the Exodites elite scheme, right? I always forget the names of the Eldar schemes. Yes, I think it is. Warboss and his Orky friends have forced off a bunch of Eldar stuff on this east side. Now they can maybe get one of those generators, but I think Adila will be out of his base quickly enough to stop that. Heretics in retreat here. Farseer trying to tie things up, but is forced to run off. I guess Banshees have already left. Yes, they have, down to 2 models. So it's Commissar lag against kind of half of 2 players. Some more CSM joining the fight, with the Scouts and the Heretics are off the field up against double Sentinels. So against the Plague Champion, who is on this side, right? Yes. The next logical step for lag, I think, is to get a heavy weapon squad on the field to shut down those double CSM. And he's got the double Sentinels there to stomp Raptors and the power sword to weigh in. And of course, Grenade Launcher Heretics aren't super effective against Sentinels in general, since they can move around as a single entity and dodge those grenades. But we'll see what lag goes for. He's got a power sword on the way. This must be a pretty old game. I don't think Commissar lag plays anymore, or at least not very often. Force Commander's still over here though, and Nurland is off the field still. Maybe not. Just the Farseer off the field. He's going to the east side though. Warboss with a stomp, or is that just a special attack? Not sure. He's got spiky armor though. Banshees don't want to fight him, and Angry Bits as well. Nice special from the Warlock. Throws out Destructor, didn't do a lot of damage, I don't think, and runs away. So that was just Nurland kind of dipping into the east side to make sure Adila was forced off and try and set up a power bush over there. But now he's having to come back and support lag, who's been fighting too for a little while now. And Psychonaut is still pushing this side. Now it's BigMike going to the mid. Plague Champion could do pretty well on this map on the west side. He's got his turrets and his Nurgle Shrines, and of course the Plague Fist, which is a great capping tool for this contested VP. Dire Avenger's here with the aspect of the Avenger even, for Nurland. Might see a attempted grenade in the face of these Assault Marines. Might be waiting for them to jump first. Looks like he's just fleeting out and looking for a better opening. Had 2 players converging on him there. That's what Eldar's all about, of course. Using your mobility to fight on your terms, not the enemy's. If it's a bad engagement, hit that fleet and get the hell out of there. Lord Commissar now coming over to cap this wreck point, which I don't think has been capped yet. Some Rangers on the way for Adila. And we have some more Guardsmen for Commissar lag, wanting to keep the repair support up for those double Sentinels. The heavy weapon squad, of course, can repair. I think they can even repair while they're set up, or was that removed? It might have been removed. The 2 red players over here, BigMike and Psychonaut, are really sticking together, which is generally mutually beneficial in a 3v3 game. We have the Storm Shield up for Psychonaut as well. Some powerful stuff going on here. Oh look, that's Doom on those Assault Marines from the Farseer. Great piece of war gear. Receive targeted damage by 40%. not too shabby. Combine that with Guide and some Banshees, and stuff dies pretty damn quickly. The Assault Marine is able to tank that though, able to tank 2 Sentinels shooting at him, but down goes the Force Commander, losing sight of his Force Commander there, Psychonaut. BigMike with some Noise Marines on the field, no sign, oh he does have the Mucus Discharge in fact. Such a fantastic piece of war gear for the Plague Champion, really helps him stay in the field even longer than he would. As you can see, there's a 145 health heal on himself and 70 to allies. Would be nice if it scaled with his level, but I guess that's asking a bit much since it's pretty damn powerful. A area of effect heal on a very high sustain commander. It's only 25 power now too, it used to be 30. And I generally get it in like 8 out of 10 games now because of that. Icon of Nurgle is fun and all, but the stats on it are not super impressive. It's like 3 piercing damage every 10 seconds or something. Which, yeah, it's passive. It still has its use, but it's not super great. Stormboy's double buffed by the Warboss, and can they make it pay off with a Shuriken kill? They can. That's User Choppers and Ardboys from the Warboss's global bar. I always forget how much red they cost, but it's not perhaps as much as you'd think. Warboss relies quite a lot on those buffs to do his thing. And I think at least one of them is not even 100 red. I might be wrong though. They last a long while, as you can see. Orks, of course, relying a hell of a lot on their red resource though to get things done. They have a bunch of units that have abilities that use their red resource instead of energy. Big scary ranged blob of chaos stuff here from BigMike, all supported by Grenade Launcher Heretics that can Nurgle worship, and of course that Mucus Discharge. Gonna be tough for Lag to push through that. Might be able to hold off pushes, but to get close enough to... Oh, there's a turret up as well. Heavy bolter turret from BigMike. Easily flanked on this west side, as you can see, but still a pain in the ass since he has a lot of stuff to try and cover that flank with. Breakpoint being retaken by Adila. Is that Merciless Switchblade? It is. Awesome weapon in tier 1. Lost his Shuriken, still has Rangers, goes tier 2. Looks like BigMike is going to be the last player to go. Already a Death Dread on the field, and BigMike hasn't started tier 2 yet. Burners and Bits are on the way. He's going to try and march that all the way through to the power, and there's not a whole lot Adila can do about it. Howling Banshees do have the aspect of strength, but they don't really want to fight that guy in melee. We'll have that melee resistance. Assault Marines with their Sergeant getting in amongst a bunch of Eldar stuff. That is doom on the Noise Marines, but they didn't even drop a model there. Commissar Lag really should have got that heavy weapon sped up, I think. Yeah, he's fighting Assault Marines, but there's double Sentinels there to try and stomp, and the Lord Commissar himself. These guys both with missile launchers, but one's going to go down. Down it goes. Lord Commissar in amongst a bunch of stuff, puts his shield up. Looks like, oh, he tried to retreat at the end. I thought he was not bothering to retreat because it's easy to revive him there, but he did try and get out. Those Marines bashing power. Grenade. Eldar v Eldar action. Howling Banshees do get out from Adila. He's a Wraith Lord from Nurland. It's nicely timed. Force Commander might switch to the Power Fist, although with melee resistance, of course, not nearly as powerful as it was against those melee walkers. Assault Marines getting their Thunder and Lightning over a Melter Bomb. This Sentinel is done for. Gets a stomp, but still goes down. Tactical Marines do have a missile launcher too, so they do have some AV up quite quickly here, which of course is what Space Marines are all about, reacting quite quickly to situations, not always in the most efficient manner, but they can get that stuff on the field very quickly. 40 power for a missile launcher. It's a big chunk of power there. Storm Boys have their Knob Leader. He's got a heavy melee chain axe. Is that a chain axe? No, it's just a big scary axe. Chopper. There we go. A huge chopper. That's what they call him, I think. Scouts with shotguns forcing melee combat on Dire Avengers because they like to throw them fancy kicks. Death Dread taking it smack on those scouts. Around about 70 DPS heavy melee on this guy, I think. Has a fantastic special attack massive range on it. I think it might even be 360. Grenades going off. Can the Death Tread get out of this situation? There's a Melter Bomb. Falcon doing some AV and missile onto Tactical Marines. This guy's not getting away. Even if it uses the Rampage thing to try and escape, the Tactical Marines could hop into the Falcon and chase it down. Down it goes. Generally a short life for Death Dreads. Did it bash power? Looks like it did, or it's not there anyway. The Farseer capping the west side, Stormtroopers on capping duty. Also they have the assault kit for Commissar Lag, who of course dropped both of his Sentinels now. Has double Plasma Gun Guardsmen, fully upgraded with Commissars and Sergeants. Quite a formidable ranged squad now, although they will take losses as they win their engagements. Oh look, Aura of Discipline up. How often does it go off? Does it tell me here? No, just periodically. I think it's around about 10 seconds, maybe 12 or something like that. Plasma Cannon. Good hits. Behind some heavy cover there too. Some spotters maybe for Commissar Lag to try and shut that thing down. Can also shut down BigMike's entire blob pretty effectively with some spotters maybe. 401, 415. Pretty damn even on the VPs. Team pushes both sides. Witchblade of Kernus now on the field for the Warlock. There we go. That's in response to the Sluggers with their newly purchased Nob Leader, and of course the Storm Boys. Did need to give up the Merciless Witchblade for that though, which is not cheap. I think the Merciless is 35 power even, which is pretty much as expensive as it gets for a tier 1 piece of war gear. I think it's 35 power anyway. It's all kicking off on the west side. A 1-to-1. That's a melter on the Wraith Lord, but the blue team doing well. All about that Wraith Lord there, soaking up damage, making stuff think about their position as it walked in there, and with Banshees backing it up and those Farseer buffs, there's a Noxious Cloud, but everything can avoid it. Farseer actually went down then. Level 3 with the Doom. Anything else? We'll see when she gets back to her feet. There we go. She's got Runes of Reaping. Great accessory. Energy regen and cooldown reduction. All passive. I love me some passive accessories. Storm Boys do not jump. Probably a good idea. Might have eaten a grenade, which might have wiped them. Got to be wary of this Warlock as well. The Warboss has his Power Claw, as is usually the case. This is purchased so many times. Smack, rear armor hit, and takes down the Falcon with the help of the Tank Busters. That's how quickly stuff can die in Dawn of War 2. 2-to-1 cap for the blue team right now. Who's this down? It's the Lord Commissar, having just revived the Farseer. Goes down. She can of course use the spiritual rites to revive allied heroes. Still that 2-to-1. Big engagement here. There's a Dreadnought, a melee Dreadnought, so Banshees need to be really careful. The Wraith Lord is in big trouble now, taking Plague Marine hits, and the Dreadnought is going after it with its melee, and that was a Plasma Cannon shot finishing it off, I think. Down it goes. That power's been populated by a couple of generators built by the Space Marine player, I guess.
Their Warlock is dead.
So, are they going to set up some stuff on this west side, the red team? Shrines or something? Guess not. Psychonaut might want to invest in a Razorback. That would be great for his team over there. Double Plague Marines now for BigMike. Double CSM, Noise Marines, and double Plague Marines. That is a ranged army to be afraid of. He's on even fully upgraded CSM. It's already pretty scary. Storm Boys, smack. Same damage on this huge chopper as the knobs. The tier 3 knobs have on theirs, I believe. I think it's exactly the same weapon, statistically speaking. Grenade. Only kills one Storm Boy. So Adila, not Hans, wants to hold his power over there. Okay, Slugger's forced to retreat. We're not forced to, but they did. Still got plenty of health, and he does defend his power there. Stormtroopers on capping duty. Just give some jump packs to the Stormtroopers, that'd be cool. Orky ones too, so they kind of fall over. Ouch. Banshees with that much range damage. How are the Banshees going to get in there? There's a Dreadnought waiting for them if they do as well. Doom on the Assault Marines. Can you actually get a model this time? That is the Defend ability, which doesn't help you against melee attacks, but certainly helps you a great deal against range attacks. I think it's 50% damage resistance against range. Does it tell me here? Where are you, Mr. Force Commander? There it is, tells you. Dreadnought taking hits from a Bright Lance. Here comes some friendly Banshees though to stop that. Oh, they war shouted too early though. Where are they going? Oh, Manticore on the field for Commissar Lag. Lots of losses for the blue team, looks like. Oh, look at this though. Nurland is in tier 3. He's got a Fire Prism on the way. This Manticore should be fine. Base turret should kick in any second. There we go. And the Manticore can be repaired. Did he actually fire the Manticore at some point? Don't see the remains of the rockets, I don't think. Oh, who's died here? Lord Commissar's gone down again. It's the Warlock retaking red team's natural. Level 3 with Warp Throw. And Witchblade of Kurnoz can do some very nasty things with that. BbBoS already in tier 3 and pumping out some flash kits. Already one on the field and another one joining them. They have their Git Finders. Notice that he hasn't got blasters up yet because he's mainly fighting Eldar. And their Snaz guns do truckloads of piercing damage, so they will really hurt them. Though here come a bunch of CSM. In fact, double Mark of Corn CSM. Wow. Very cool to see that late game. So he's gone from a fully ranged army to a pretty nicely balanced army in terms of range and melee and anti-vehicle and anti-infantry, all supported by the level 4 Plague Champion. Might want to get a melee weapon up himself though. He may be waiting to see if Knobs hit the field, since Bile Spewer is awesome against Knobs. Tank Busters run away. 351 to 307. Double flash kits. Do not want to see those Mark of Corn CSM running around. Are they going to get blasters now? No sign of them yet. How much is it to reinforce a flash kit? 75.10. Wow, not cheap. Warboss is going to go down and retreat. There we go. Fire Prism. Vanguard Veterans for Psychonaut. Jumping in. Start with 1800 hit points these days. Which is not bad at all. Do reset their level, of course, becoming Vanguard Veterans. Uh-oh. Oh no. Was going to drop a really nasty Eldritch on these guys, but then the Fire Prism shot them back. And it achieved very, very little, that nuke. Warboss should be able to get revived in the mid here. What is this? Ouch. Ethereal Slash going to town on these sluggers. Can he finish them? No, I think there's some buffs are on the way for the Witchblade of Kurnoz. It's basic damage. It's not even 60 power melee DPS is going to get improved, I believe. 340 to 296. I hear an orbital. Where the hell is that? Really? Why did you orbital a bunch of guardsmen? Lord Commissar going ballistic. He's got the Fist of Brockus up and Emperor's Wrath. You need to be diligent to shoot that guy down when you see that. What's he called? None shall fall go up. Oh. Singularity on a bunch of Plague Marines, but they're fine, just fine. Plague Champion now with Plague Fist and the Icon of Nurgle, so Armor of Pestilence, I guess, once he has the resources for it. Look how much power he's floating there. BigMike did not go tier 3, of course. Chaos do just fine in tier 2. Fine indeed. Sluggers strangely split up around this object, which is fun to see. Is he going off the power again? 336 to 275. The 1D cannon so far for Nurland, but where's he going to put it? Looks like it's going west side. Warboss on a level 5 now with Artificer and Teleporter Pack. Teleporter Pack with the shield, that's very strange. Maybe to follow the Vanguard veterans in after they jump, so they can use Defend for them. Double mark of course CSM. And that is, yeah, he just ran into it with all of his stuff there, Commissar lag. Vanguard veterans jumping forward still despite their health. Now have tied up some guardsmen, triple plasma gun guardsmen for the Lord Commissar of lag. This guy needs to run out. It now has the flak jacket. Inspire Terror is going to be good on those Vanguard veterans. After they jump in, just shoot one of them in the face. Boom. Getting some work done here, these CSM level 4. Up to 2196 hit points, not bad at all. These guys also level 4. What about the Plague Marines, level 2 and level 1? Force Commander on capping duty, level 6 now. Getting blue team's natural decap. Bunch of stuff dying here. Does the Warlock get away? Looks like he's fine. Looks like he's just fine. Stormboy's almost level 4 right now. 336 to 216. It's a single for red, but they're going to get a natural back, and it's going to, in the end, I think, be a 2-1 for red, because blue team are going to get a natural back too. Good play though from the Force Commander getting that decap. Always important to keep that stuff up throughout the game in a 3v3. Do not neglect the enemy's natural. So your scouts and stuff are for. I mean, they're not quite cutting it in those late game engagements in terms of utility or damage output. Send them to cap some stuff. When his Marines level 3, might see the Blastmaster perhaps. There's a Nurgle Shrine though, he should have put it behind the shot block and could be easily shot down from there. Especially with a vehicle on the field. And a D-cannon too. Everything huddled around it. Getting a singularity to the face. Lord Commissar. Oh wow, was that the Emperor's Wrath? I guess it was. Didn't actually see the marker for it. There's a singularity. Why was it put there? Did he not put it closer? Maybe he couldn't. What is this now? Oh, it's another singularity. It's double D cannons. Did not even notice that. 280, 216. Here comes some help for BigMike. Heretics are taken out. Manticore strike just on the shrine. A bit of a waste there. Vanguard veterans jumping twice. There's a noxious cloud. Bad news for the Eldar. Looks like Nurland spots it quite quickly. Although Dire Avengers are still standing around here. What's the Manticore up to? What is he up to? Backing away now, firing that heavy bolter on the front. Lord Commissar fighting double Markov Horn CSM. And they run away. Pretty low they were there. Dire Avengers level 4. Warboss is what? Level 4. Angry Bits, Spiky Armor, Power Claw is up to 13-15 hit points with some decent health regen, as you can see. Looted tank now. How does Adila deal with it? Oh, he's got an Avatar on the way. Screw dealing with it. Get a massive Eldar demon thing. Predator tank with extra armor up for Psychonaut. Really good map for tanks in general, especially this west side. Relatively open for you to do your thing. Even the other areas, you've got some good avenues to drive your vehicles around. Can get a bit tight around here, so we'll see how this looted tank does. Infiltrated stuff. How is it being infiltrated? There are no rangers. Who are there? Oh, he's got, must have Cloak of Shadows up. There we go. 245 to 216. I believe Cloak of Shadows is bugged. Like super bugged. But this is a really old game, so Adila probably did not know that at this point. I believe it gives you immunity instead of just reducing your range damage. Maybe even heals you or something crazy. How long has that been like that? Shrine of Nurgle is still around somehow. 47 hit points. Might want to repair that thing, BigMike. It's an investment. 15 power to get a shrine up. Avatar running away from a Warboss. Look at that. Looks pretty cool with the Exodite scheme. That glowing blue stuff. Farseer down. the only hero down right now. Adila can drop a nuke, I think. Yep. Could be telling over on that west side. Generally wants to save it for over here, I think. Stormtroopers on capping duty. Everything pushed back by the Singularity, but they do escape it. And look at this. It's the... Uh-oh. It's rocket run to the face of the Eldar. That's what it is. I was going to say it's swift movement from the Warlock, which is incredibly useful when you are a Plague Champion ally of a Warlock, when he uses that swift movement, which buffs the speed of all added infantry, I think by 25% or something like that. Maybe it's a flat speed value. Tank doing some work over here. Pretty nasty rocket run. Adila now with just Banshees and an Avatar getting a Fire Prism up. And might need to use a nuke over there just to stop his power being shut down. D-Cannon's going to drop. There we go. Lord Commissar trying to chase down a tank, but it's not going to work out for him unless this player stops moving the tank. There we go. Now it's moving. Of course, Commander still chasing him up to level 7 with a Chainsword and Storm Shield. That's pretty impressive. Tank Busters going to be chopped up by Banshees, but now it's about trying to hold this VP, I guess, not just his power here. Here comes the Avatar. Crap. What do you get here? That's Adila. Some Warp Spiders might do a good job teleporting away from that melee stuff. That tank badly needs repairs. Looks like the Plague Champion is going to go and oblige. Here is a Bane Blade from Commissar Lag. Demolisher Cannon definitely needs support, this thing, with double Plague Marines and a Plasma Cannon and now a Blastmaster around, as well as, oh, Vanguard Veterans. Do they have the Power Fist? They do not. It's also a tank to get shots in, but that's pretty risky to get it close. Look how much health the Bane Blade has lost already. Holy crap. Nurland does not have a nuke, although... Excuse me, it's Adila on the opposite team who does have a nuke, so that could take down that Bane Blade pretty quickly if they can follow up, and this is a very tempting target. Look at all this stuff hanging around. Repair bunker going up, I guess that's going to be. Blue team taking this west side. Double Predator tanks now for Psychonaut. Both with las cannons, yep, and both getting the extra armor too. And this thing is probably leveled up. No, still level 1. Plague Champion leading a line in there alongside his double Mark of Corn CSM. Can't heal them though because he doesn't have the Mucus Discharge equipped. There's an Eldritch. Stuns the Bane Blade. Didn't do a huge amount of damage to it though, but can they follow up with enough stuff? I think they can. Here comes the Avatar with a Wailing Doom. Finishes off the Bane Blade. Did not last long. Did not last long at all. Here's some Kashyyykin on the field. No weapon upgrade yet. Orbital. That's a Knob Squad there from BbBoS, who lost both of his flash kits at some point. Completely missed that. I guess Adila took them down somehow, somewhere. Maybe Psychonaut did with a Vanguard Veteran jump or something. There's that Ethereal Slash. Lost the indicator for the Warlock, but he's level 6. He's trucking along. What's this? It's a Warboss going on decap duty. Look at the map, very, very blue right now. Red team don't even have this natural rec point. And 2 of the players are down to 2 units. They are really struggling here. Really struggling. Took down the Bane Blade though. Certainly did that. Has this Manticore really done much? It's level 2. Almost halfway through it, so it must have killed a bunch of stuff, just haven't seen it. Time Field. Super powerful piece of war gear, Armored Asuran, level 7. And gives a plus 200 health, which isn't bad. Where is that Manticore firing? Oh, there we go. Avatar there as well. Oh, could have got a hit, maybe taking out 2 Banshees, but instead uses the Wailing Doom on 1 of them. 211, 158. It's a single cap for blue. Gonna get the 2-1 once they get this natural back. Generator coming up. How do you approach it? They have nothing to approach with, really. Psychonaut especially really thin. Maybe a Land Raider, maybe some Assault Terminators to teleport in and mix things up. Everything is going to be a risk of some kind, you'd think. Especially with Eldar around. Eldar can be really powerful against tier 3 Space Marines in a 3v3 when they have the Dark Creepers and stuff for Terminators, and of course the Eldritch for Land Raiders, and Seer Council, which Adila does have here. An Avatar on the field for both Eldar players now. Kicking off on the west side. It's blue for now. Uh-oh. Time field into a singularity, I think that is. Yep. BigMike walked right into it, and that is doom on those Mark of Pawn CSM. They do get away though. Still walking in there. What level is this guy? Almost level 7, the Plague Champion. Gonna go down though to that Avatar. Pestilent Strike won't save you against that massive Wailing Doom sword thing. Down he goes. Vanguard Veterans, can they get away? Chased by Banshees, using their fleet to try and take them out, and they do take them out. Further losses for the red team over here. Plague Marines even dropping models, dropping the entire squad in fact. Look at the amount of power that BigMike has. 617 into tier 3 as well. Maybe can get some Terminators up, but it might be the case of save your red for nukes right now. So BigMike has had enough of the west side. Maybe push mid, I guess. What is this? Sneaky Banshee trying to get a decap. Looted Tank is there though and does persuade them to leave, and blue team take the west side. Incredibly tough now for red team to get back into this game. I don't think they're going to do it unless BigMike has a really good nuke, or they come and decap this central and blue team are really stupid and don't react at all. But they have so much VPs here, blue team. Over 200 is plenty. Storm Boys did hit level 4, of course. Over 1800 hit points on those guys. Pretty damn scary. Adila's Avatar pushing forward, trying to set something up. Here comes some Seer Council with that new 15% range damage reduction aura, which does affect themselves. There's a Rocks. Looted Tank goes down. Finishes off that plasma cannon. Psychonaut is now down to absolutely nothing. That Predator tank went down also. That was a nuke there from BigMike. Did he completely waste it? I think he did. I think it was wasted. Maybe Commissar lost a Guardsman squad or something. That was it. 211.68 is a desperation there, I think, from BigMike, trying to do something with his nuke. Psychonaut now calling in some Assault Terminators. Trying to get something done. Adila's keeping the pressure up here. Supported by BigMike too. Blue team need to recognise that the natural is under threat. Here we go. Nurland is responding. Running out of VPs though, red team. Battle wagon on the way for BbBoS, who has lost a lot. Down to Storm Boys and Tank Busters. And Power Bash here from Adila with some help from BigMike. There's double CSM. Struggling to get into combat again. Time field just completely shuts them down. He needs to try and keep them separated. A lot easier said than done. 194 to 65. Force Commander with Power Fist goes after the Fire Prison. That might be the end of it. Banshees are there to try and save it, but Assault Terminators also might be able to get a hit in. Do they even need to? Oh, Fire Prison gets away. Barely, but does get away. Are Assault Terminators going to follow it in? Don't think so. I think they've already used their teleport. They are really, really far away from base. Where are they going? 180 to 65. What are they doing? Oh, there we go. They teleport away. Or not. That was a really weird teleport. Kicking off right in the middle here. There is the None Shall Fall. Fist of Brockus buff. Does what it says. You can't die. Although the Commissar himself can surely die. And looks like Adila has recognised that thing and takes him down really quickly. 180 to 53. Psychonaut commenting on that really weird teleport there. Out of coherency, which completely screwed it up. Avatar taking a bunch of damage. This is Adila's. Done quite a lot of work for him, but too little too late right here at the end. Assault Terminators still haven't lost the model. Down to 500 hit points, still going strong with 3 Terminators bashing away on sluggers. Turn to engage the battle wagon. Nope, going after the tank busters. Now here comes the double CSM again. Can they do a thing? Don't think they can do anything. Fire Prism level 3 being annoying. Another Baneblade. How disheartening is it to take a Baneblade out and see another one? And there's the game for blue team. Was theirs at the end for the last 5 minutes or so. But they held on. Psychonaut losing a lot of stuff, ends the game with no units. BigMike had a Land Raider Phobos, which could have done some work for him, but came out too late there. Double Fire Dragons for Adila, unable to do anything either. Let's look at the heroes. End of the game. Level 8, Lord Commissar, Fist of Brockus, Aura of Discipline, all that good stuff. Nurland's Farseer, level 9, with the Doombringer, of course, and that Armored Assyrian. Level 9, Warboss 2. We had a level 7 Plague Champion. Level 9 Force, kind of really high level heroes here, and a level 9 Warlock 2. What did he have? Providence at the end there. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.